underway. They had Brighton in the previous round, and he's much talked about, this boy, but it's one thing being talked about, it's another at the age of 17 doing it. To start well, they probably have to finish well and do pretty well in between, but whatever happens, they have to start well here, Lee.
Yeah.
It's the out curve of Southampton's back three. Now Nyoni.
Who he might fancy and who he may not fancy, and that's just the life of football, really. You have to make that. It has been one of them seasons for them, hasn't it? I think, you know, once you get promotion and you come into the Premier League, the step up.
In the game against Brighton.
Admired.
But the problem you've got as a Liverpool young.
Times I think the players that they actually do feel that possibly can.
Weather conditions. See the splash there as Alexander-Arnold played that cross field. Be interesting. Flags up just when Bree thought he was going to get clear, but they always like the ball to run true, and it just about is doing, but there's not much in it, Lee.
Yeah.
Great influence from that left-hand side.
Wasn't he? But obviously dropped into a bit more of a solid, well-organised unit this evening. You can understand why, coming up against the side that are scoring.
Frank conversation at the far post, but the ball was beyond them.
Not the best delivery at all. Took his time trying to
stroll home.
And it's one of them evenings we know that Liverpool would like to have, and try and catch them on the counter-attack.
Drifted far too long by Gakpo. Their last loss away was at Everton in April. The weather could describe it as a bit of a... Here is overplaying, is playing in the frustrating way that Russell... Here's Gakpo, good running that, ball carrying from Nyoni, and he gets into a... It's a smart pass that from Morton, and now Nunez gets right underneath that.
Oh, it's a good little bit of play, isn't it? Morton, just a clever little reverse pass round the corner, and then could have easily been a foul on.
Here's Cody Gakpo. Oh, what a day. Here's Nyoni. Gakpo trying to turn, and he's...
Oh, that's unlucky. I don't mind that. Nyoni trying to...
Away here, this is Gakpo. Nunez running ahead of him. Darwin Nunez now. Terrific tackle, Bednarek. Timed it perfectly.
Oh, the experience of Bednarek, you just feel that this is going to be a golden opportunity.
يحرك وادي اماميه هنا، نونيز انفراد والهدف الاول لان حارس المرمى اليكس ماكارسي اتزحلق واتخض. الكره اتعملت حلوه سريعه ويسجل الارجواني امامنا هنا. نونيز الهدف الاول في اللقاء. ليفربول في الدقيقه 24. ليفربول يسجل عن طريق اللاعب نونيز.
Still have to be well drilled and still have to go.
Does like those finishes from out wide, but he checks this time to pick out. And Cody Gakpo floats that in towards the far post, and Nyoni it was who jumps and heads. Beautifully done by Gakpo, and thrashed home by Harvey Elliott. And Liverpool already have a foot in the semi-final. Elliott drifting into space and picking out the bottom corner.
Now, right on cue, he must have heard what I said because he's been really quiet in the opening stages of this game, but when he gets into them areas, he's a real sticky predicament.
Only had 2 shots on target, but Downs.
V3 situation, I think it's just picking that pass out.
McAllister with the shot that's tipped behind, and just as we were critical, they very nearly made it 3-0.
What a save that is from McCarthy in goal.
As Lee was saying earlier, 2 already here. That average figure's not going to get any better, is it? And towards that near post, it was a good delivery that towards Nunez, who then commits the foul. Here's Dibbling. There's Joe Gomez. So far, but he's done well here. Fernandez to play it back across. The Saints fans wondered for a moment as James Bree went down whether there was contact, but no complaint from him.
There's a great little bit of play as well from Fernandez. He's been one of...
Well, Quansah, one of those younger players, overhits the pass for Gakpo.
Do a lot of the hard donkey work in the forward areas now. It's a little bit different. An old two up top. Don't see that very often.
It's going to be just beyond Kelleher, who snakes out a right fist and punches it away, and the whistle.
I think the next goal is so important in this game, I really do, because if Liverpool will go and get that third, I think it could be curtains, couldn't it, for South?
Manning it is to curve it beyond everyone. That's Alexander-Arnold's ball forward, and then Harvey Elliott making it.
He ends up getting involved, and what position he ends up playing. Looks like it's going to be on this right-hand side.
2-0. Whatever happens here, Southampton have to score the next goal in the game. Fernandez has gone down. It's Gomez gone off. Took us a while to work that out. We were looking down at the forward players and they're all still there. But if Liverpool can find the best of him, then he'll be a terrific player for them.
Yeah,
to have to make a call like that, or to be part of a call like that, he doesn't ultimately make it. Threaded through towards Gakpo, who very nearly got there. Oh, painful one there for Bree. Right in the groin. Just stretched something, hasn't he?
He was moving gingerly, wasn't he? Just as he
shouldn't be anyway by whoever comes in. Wait and see what happens with this Liverpool corner. It goes too long, but it's not as if he's an assistant stepping into the main job who's now going to lose his job. You would think he'd step.
Which they have done early on, didn't they? They tried to nullify what Liverpool was throwing at them, but fortunately the 2 goals just see them with an uphill task.
They've actually started the second half pretty well. The next goal, then it still remains interesting.
Well, it is. I mean, the next goal, I think it's so away from sitting bottom of the Premier League.
There's Gakpo, talking of driving. Offside, though, as the ball was played forward. And
with the message.
Oh, Tsimikas just rolled it out of play. Here that we didn't initially see. A yellow card for Downs and for Elliott. Let's have a look at this. There it is, the little wrestling match.
And they're both at it, weren't they, for quite some time.
Another little coming together, followed quickly by a hug. That's nice. Bednarek and Saints can continue here with Archer. Is there an opening for him? There might be! You better believe there is! They are right back in this! Fired by Archer! And Saints halve the deficit.
Well, this is an absolute brilliant goal. It really is. And this is just down to Liverpool being a bit sloppy in possession. Endo side now.
Matías Fernandez with the corner. Kelleher missed it. Another great ball in. Oh, fantastic save, Kelleher. And Morton hooks it away. They were so close to making it 2-2. Southampton are on the charge. Sugawara. Oh, great take! Oh, great take! Fantastic.